What's up, guys? This is Colonial Puppet. It's currently 1:38 a.m. I can't sleep, and I decided to record part 10 of the Let's Build a Stadium series. Yeah, I'll get right into it. I literally just recorded part 9 as well, but unfortunately, like I said, couldn't sleep. Thought I'd be productive and do it. Oh my Jesus Christ, my cat just jumped up onto my desk. 1 second. Get out of here. Ugh. But yeah, thought I'd record part 10 of the Let's Build, and I'm gonna jump right into it. Like I said last episode, I'm going to be starting with the short ends of the field, the second row, or not row, second section of bleachers, like I did for the long ends, like that, just here. I'm gonna start with filling in these. Pretty much like I did last time. I forget where I decided to build out these ends, because I didn't go all the way with these ends, as you can see. I don't know why I chose there, though. If there's any rhyme or reason. It's because it lines up with this. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So I'm going to line this up. I'll just build a brick there. But yeah, just got back from watching Dunkirk in theaters. Well, that's the only place it is, so I guess, yeah. I really like the movie. Always loved Christopher Nolan. Not my favorite director, but he's really good and really knows how to make entertaining movies. And I really liked Dunkirk. I think it was, I don't know, I guess I could just do like a quick review. Because, I don't know, I was reading back on some old comments, and people liked when I talked during these videos. And someone said that there's a difference between a Let's Build and a tutorial. And I thought I'd kind of let the Let's Build aspect of this shine, and instead of just like being purely utilitarian, I guess, and just like making a straightforward tutorial, I'll just like talk while I build. I won't cut this part. Talk about what I thought about the movie Dunkirk, I guess. I want to talk about that. I'm not a movie connoisseur. I don't know. I'm not like a good film critic, but I don't know. I thought I'd just give my 2 cents on what I thought about the movie. I've been looking forward to watching this for a while. A lot of personal people I knew said that they kind of were lukewarm at the movie, but everyone else seemed to love it and said it was like one of Christopher Nolan's best movies, if not the best movie he's made, and that it was Oscar material and all that good stuff. I think it's definitely I could see it being nominated for Best Picture. Do I think it should win Best Picture? I don't know. I haven't seen that many movies, to be quite honest, this year. But it's definitely, I think it's worthy of like at least a nomination. It's definitely one of his darkest movies. It's like a gritty World War II film, and Lemon Pledge is messaging me on Steam right now. I don't know if you can hear. Oh yeah, by the way, to sidetrack, Deceptiquads, I'll put a link to the video in the description. He made a video with me, our like first time playing. It was like one of my first, it was pretty much the first time I played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We did a Let's Play of that. I sent him my video. He sent me his. He already uploaded the first part of his video, what he edited together. I've yet to edit mine, but I will be releasing a PUBG video featuring Deceptiquads. And again, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. We had a lot of fun. I was awful in it. I just watched the video. It's a really good video, but God, I was really bad at that game when I first started playing. So you'll probably, people who know that game and play it well will probably be disgusted by how horrible I am at that game. But yeah, it was fun to make. But anyway, back to Dunkirk. It was the tone very much reminded me of like movies like Saving Private Ryan. Though it's a PG-13 movie, so there wasn't that much gore and like blood. But I don't know. I think it did pretty well. I don't think it really needed that. I mean, I guess it would have made some scenes kind of more, I guess, effective to like in showing like the nature of what was going on, which is Dunkirk, basically like the start of World War II. I think the Brits tried to invade Paris or France and failed and were pushed back to the beaches of Dunkirk, and basically they were kind of stuck on the beach, and the Luftwaffe just kind of bombarded them and sunk a bunch of ships, and they eventually had to have private ships or private boats, like yachts, come to pick people up and bring them to like the destroyers and stuff. And that's basically what the movie's about. Follows 3 different timelines. One is of this old dude and his son and his son's friend who set off in their yacht to Dunkirk to pick up soldiers and help out. The other is Tom Hardy. He's like a fighter pilot for the British or the Royal Air Force, RAF, and he's in a Spitfire, and there's like a whole kind of fuel thing. It's very Nolan, where there's like a lot of variables to take into account, like time and all that good stuff. And then there's just these soldiers on the beach who are trying to escape, and are kind of like, they're trying to, I don't know, it kind of seemed like they were trying to sneak off the beach, and you kind of follow them, and I don't want to give too much away. It's cut, it's like edited in a very strange way, where it's like there's some time overlap, and it's very, like I said, it's very Nolan-esque, where he kind of plays around with the timeline of everything and all that good stuff, to like kind of build suspense. There was one criticism about the movie that I agreed with, in that sometimes it worked very well, but other times it was kind of noticeable that it felt small scale, kind of. It didn't. Nolan doesn't like to use CGI that much, but there's some things that CGI do very well, like if you want to copy paste ships and like people to like give the illusion of this huge army. CGI is pretty good at that, especially if they're like from distances like very far away. But it always felt like there wasn't that much going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 22. Let me just count this out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it felt like very small scale, like you never saw more than like a couple ships in the water, or like a couple airplanes being shot down. Like there wasn't this and I that could be accurate, like I'm not actually, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know, and like I said, sometimes it worked, especially like, oh my god, my voice just cracked so bad. Like scenes on the beach, kind of gave like a very lonely feel to the setting, and like you felt isolated from like everything, which definitely made sense for what was happening. I'm gonna just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. Alright, so it is 22. Make sure. If I get this part wrong, I'd mess up a lot, so I'm gonna double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I also felt that one of like the subplots, which was like the people trying to it was like two soldiers trying to escape the beach. I kind of felt muddled at times, like I didn't quite know what was. There was a lot of people who looked the same. That was kind of hard to keep track of. Like a lot of black-haired, like 20-somethings that kind of were hard to tell apart. Like they were moving around and jumping on ships and meeting people and jumping off of ships, and I kind of got confused, I guess, after a while keeping up with all the characters. But the Tom Hardy subplot was pretty cool. The dogfights were amazing. They were like beautiful. Like a lot of just stationary cameras, like he'd attach to like the sides of the planes and like in the cockpit, and it felt like you were in the middle of a dogfight. Just beautiful scenes. The boat, like the yacht subplot, was kind of cool. It was, some parts were kind of and I can't really give too much away. Overall, though, it's a really solid movie, really good war movie. Feels very genuine. Like I said, Christopher Nolan doesn't like to use too much CGI, and it definitely gives the movie a very real feeling. Boop. But yeah, really like Dunkirk. I don't know. Thought I'd give my 2 cents of the movie. What else is there to talk about? And this is all fresh in my head, so I don't know. It's a movie I'd like to watch again, just to kind of fully understand like how the subplots are interwoven. Because like I said, there's some like weird time overlaps that happen. That kind of like I didn't know that was what was happening until like a little later on in the movie. Oops, is this right? This is right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. But yeah. There's also a lot of sinking ships in the movie that were, the scenes were so good. Like again, like with like the weird stationary cameras. I don't know how they did it half the time. Like having like whole ships sink and like cameras inside of people trying to swim out. Like very technically, it's a beautiful movie. Some of his best cinematography as well, I'd say easily. There's some like scenes, like very bleak scenes, like on the beach, that are very well done. And the score is really good. There's some times when it's like, there's like scenes that are meant to be heartwarming that the score can get kind of generic, but like the really, when the score gets dark, it's, or like intense, it's very good and very fitting. Okay. And it's Hans Zimmer, so you know it's gonna be at least pretty good. I Has he ever produced a bad score? I feel like he has. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think he did the score with Pharrell Williams. I don't know if that was any good. But yeah. That's my pedestrian thoughts on Dunkirk. And I'm almost done this. I am gonna cut this part, as much as I like blabbering. You don't want to watch me have to fill in all of this with concrete, but it must be done. I'll do pretty much the same thing I did on episode, it might have been 7, where I filled this in, then filled it, did a second layer of concrete, and then put a light fixture underneath. I'm just gonna do that this episode. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I burp a lot during this Let's Build. I apologize. From that corner, all in this, those two corners I'm gonna fill in with white concrete. So this is all gonna be white concrete overshadowing this area. So I'm gonna cut that and see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I filled up all of this space with white concrete, and now I'm going to put another layer of concrete, this time gray concrete. Just gonna put it anywhere you see white, except for up here on this ledge. So all this is now gonna be gray, so I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I covered this whole section in gray concrete, like I said I would. I'm not gonna put vertical supports in the middle like I did for the long, and this is gonna connect to this, so like I feel like that's gonna be all the support this needs, and plus I don't want to block more seats than I have to. Now I'm gonna put the light fixtures in, and I'm trying to remember how I did this. So this is the center wall, and I take it, this is the center. Okay, so I did 3 blocks as the center, and it's 1 block away from that. Okay, cool. So now I just kind of have to do that over here. There's 4, so that makes this the center. I'll put some night vision. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. That's the center block right here. Now I'm going to do this. Boop, boop. Okay, so I need to build. Alright. There. So, right here. Boom, boom, boom. Can get rid of all this garbage. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna build 2 every 3 blocks. 2, 3. Lights look really weird when you have night vision on. It's kinda cool. Alright. And then I just do the same thing on this side. And yeah, I've been thinking, I think I'm gonna do a little more this episode. I'm not just gonna build the, I'm not just gonna stop after the light fixtures like I did for the long end of the field. I think we're actually gonna start on the bleachers this go around, this episode. It is episode 10 after all. I think it's episode 10. Yeah. So getting in the double digits, might as well do something special. It's not really special, it's just what we have to do. But yeah, gonna build the bleachers and then build the same thing I built over here, over there, and then I'll call it an episode. Because you really only have to watch me build 1 or 2 rows of bleachers, and then it becomes, then I just cut the rest, and then that's it. And that usually doesn't take too long, a couple minutes. I try and keep these around 20 to 30 minutes long. Some of them can get up to an hour long though, I think. I don't know what the longest Let's Build episode is that I've made. It's probably like an hour. I do the Let's Build a Skyscraper tutorials, and they take about an hour, but there's only 1 episode, so I guess that makes sense. I'll do another one of those. I think someone asked me to do another one. I've been meaning to do one. But yeah. Alright, so we're done with the light fixtures. And as you can see, it looks weird that now that I have night vision on, but looks exactly like it does over there. Next I'm not going to put in the railing yet because I may have to fidget with these steps again. Might have done them wrong. I'm going to get some yellow wool again to help me measure. So this is where this ends. Or wait. Yeah. So, and I guess this lines up with that. It does. Actually, I think I did them right this time. Awesome. Then it's 2 blocks, and then, yeah. I think I did them right. Not sure. I mean, actually, I think actually I did them wrong, but that's okay. There's too much space there, but that's pretty easy to fix. Fortunately. 2. And then just build all the way to the end. Don't need this no more. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Boom, and then 2. And then 2 spaces. And that's it. Let's see. Because over here, there's only really 1 block of space. And over here, there's 2. So, what I have to do is this. Or, yeah. Like that. At least I think. 1 second. Yeah, that's how it was. Okay. And then do this on that side. And we are good. Now gonna start the second level. And I'm only gonna build this level, or I'm gonna build this row of bleachers and then cut the rest because all the other bleachers are gonna be exactly like this. So just build like so, taking into account where the half step is gonna go, which is right here. And this space. Then build out from here. Oops. Ta-da. And then I fill in 2, I believe, so I'm gonna build out from this backmost bleacher all the way to the end. And by the way, this is a new day. Last night I was talking about Dunkirk, and then I slept, and now I'm recording the rest of the episode. So this is over the course of 2 days. I usually record them all in one take, but it was late, like I said at the beginning of the episode. It was 1:30. It's now 2:30, but in the afternoon, so I'm good. Feeling rejuvenated and ready to build. And after this, then we'll just have to build the corners, which is going to be pretty easy now that we have them planned out. It's going to be pretty much exactly like the first section of bleachers. Here's one thing I forgot that we're going to have to do also, and that's make that artificial kind of aisle so that this doesn't get too long. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because I know that probably didn't make sense. It's hard explaining like what you're doing. I don't know. So just like all the other bleachers we've built, one block of space, one block of space, all the way down the board, like so. Alright. The third row of bleachers is going to be fun, because it's going to be traditional bleachers, but I'm also going to have to build like the skyboxes and like where like the coaches like will watch the game, or like some coaches watch the game, like in that little box overlooking the whole field. And there's like a lot of overhang on that. Alright, so after that's done, just build out from here. Like so. I'm gonna do 2. And then I'm gonna actually start like connecting all the hallways and stuff, because I know these gates just lead to a drop, which is not safe. But we'll plan out the actual like guts of it soon enough. That's gonna be interesting, because I've never built a stadium before. I've built one stadium, and it wasn't even like a stadium. It was pretty bad. On my on my West Egg City map, there's I forget what that game's called. The one where it's like, I don't want to, Spleef, I think, where it's like there's lava, and then on top of the lava there's snow, and the 2 players, or how many ever players you want, has a shovel, and you have to destroy the snow underneath your opponents so that they fall into the lava and die. There was an arena like that in West Egg City, but it was probably like that big in comparison to this stadium. It'd be cool to make like a comparison video of my first stadium versus this stadium, and just how much bigger this one is, because it's probably kind of ridiculous. Alright. Then simply add the half steps, like so. And then I'm going to build the rest of the bleachers. But before I do that, and after I finish these half steps, I'm going to put in the guide rail so that no one falls over into the bleachers below. Or if they do, they'd have to be really stupid. Although, can't you just... Oh wow, that's... Your character auto walks over the guide rails. while, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully people won't be falling off. I know people get drunk at football games, or sports games in general, but hopefully those people aren't on the second section of bleachers. Alright, so I'm gonna build another 12 levels, or another 10 levels of bleachers to make a total of 12 since we built 2. So I will see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, the 12 levels of, or 12 rows of bleachers have been built, and I also took the liberty of putting in these guardrails as well as these vertical supports. However, I haven't done it over here. And by the way, my frame rate is dropping like crazy for some reason. Right now it's at like 20. I don't know why. I think I might be running out of space on my computer, but bear with me, folks. Just have to do one last thing, and that is build the oh, there we go. It's kind of doing better. Build the vertical supports here, like so. Choking along. I always delete the footage after I record it, so I'll have enough space next episode, and this won't be an issue, but it's kind of annoying now, especially for building. Building these vertical supports as well, like so. Boom. And lastly, the black stained glass panes. If I can just work through the horrible frame rate. Oh god, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have so little left to do this episode. It's like it goes from 40 frames to like 20, and it's really annoying. Don't know how it's going to end up looking in the recording. Probably the exact same, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Break that. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to call it an episode. As you can see, we pretty much have what we have over here, only in the short ends of the field. Next episode, we're going to be dealing with the corners and getting them looking nice. But yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, and be sure to check out the previous episodes if you would like to follow along. And other than that, making great progress. This has been Colonial Puppet. Have a good day.